Hello YouTube, it's Quantum Marvel again with another video, and this time we are checking out Monster Hunter Wilds, as this is the first real Monster Hunter I've played. I mean, I played World a little bit, but I never got to end game. I never even finished the story. I played for probably an hour and then I just gave up, I guess. But playing this game, Wilds, has been a huge eye-opener, especially for somebody like me who is new to the franchise as a whole. So this video, I'm going to talk about 10 things that I wish I knew before I started playing Monster Hunter Wilds. As a new hunter, some of these things are like very important, and you're gonna be seeing yourself practicing the same thing. So if your list is the same as mine, let me know in the comments below, and if you would change anything, let me know. This video is for fun. So much fun that we're gonna hop straight into it. So before we get into that, I'm gonna put my two hunters IDs down there. And if you wanna add me and we can run some hunts together, that sounds really cool. But the first tip I can think of off the top of my head is to eat. Make sure you eat. Yes, I only have about 250 hours into the entire Monster Hunter franchise as a whole, but eating is one mechanic that I didn't believe that I would have to manage in a video game, especially because everything's really virtual. But eating, especially eating full meals that give you the timer, you want to be able to make sure you check that timer. So all you got to do is make it look like you're about to go eat again, and then you'll see the timer. You want that timer on because it'll help your health and your stamina during a hunt. It'll help it from falling, right? And when you get even further into the game, there's 4 areas that their villagers will offer you meals, and these special meals actually give you unique effects. Some like Lucky, some of them might give you Carver Pro, so when you're carving a monster, you're getting extra materials. Or if you don't want to go bloodthirsty, there's a meal that gives you Capture Pro. So it gives you more items and more drops from capturing creatures. Alright, let's move right into number 9. And I'm going to call it weather resistances. Specifically cold and hot. Now, in Monster Hunter Wilds, you start off in a little desert area, right? But you go to different ecosystems, different biomes. Now, there's one biome specifically that it's under the earth, right? It's like a mining outpost, basically, and there's a lot of fire down there. The same with the Ice Shard Cliffs. You go in the Ice Shard Cliffs and it's not hot, it's just cold. Really cold. Now, when you go to your base camp, right when you get into the zone, and then you start walking outwards like you're going into the lands, there is 9 times out of 10 a heat mantle bug or a chill mantle bug just perched up on the wall. Now, if you're in a hot place, it's going to be a chill mantle. And if you're in a cold place, it's going to be a heat mantle. These will keep you going. But there are also other things like cold drinks that'll help in hot places temporarily, or hot drinks on the vice versa side. Now that's going to tie me into number 8, which is going to be look at your equipment. If you're not looking at your equipment, then you're going to have a hard time. You need to pull up your equipment basically to the page where it has all, like, both your weapons and your armor and whatever decorations you have equipped, including a talisman and a mantle that you can put on during hunts. All this stuff adds into your character. And there's a very simple way you can look and see how all of the skills mesh together. First, you're going to want to click on skill info. For PlayStation, it's square when you're on this page. And then you're going to want to hit the right bumper button or the left bumper button. You just got to move to the next page, because the first page of skill info is going to tell you what the individual skills are for whatever piece of equipment you're highlighting. You move it over and you can see the total. And now this will help you, especially if you're trying to stack certain key abilities like Constitution, for example, or Flair. These words you'll see if you're looking at skill infos, and once highlighted, it'll tell you exactly what it does. And there's different levels for each skill as well. So if you use 3 level 1 decos that, only give you a level 1, flare or something, then you're going to stack that up to level 3. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if it's the flare one, because I'm not looking at the actual talismans right now. I'm just recording this. But it's still the same practice. Now, an easy way to look at your equipment is to go and check at number 7, which is use your tent. Use your tent. And also put up pop-up camps in safe places. It'll literally tell you if it's a safe place before you even put it down. So make sure you're using your tent. Inside your tent, you can eat, you can change your equipment, you can edit your loadouts, you can even use layered armor if you move all the way to the last tab. And now with the new Title 1 update, you can change Alma's outfit. As of right now, there's only maybe about 2 alternative outfits that Alma can wear. But it's really important to go inside that tent, just like if it was a real tent, and treat it as if it was your home, your temporary home away from home. Now, number 6, I'm going to say the 6th thing I wish I knew before playing Monster Hunter is how to farm an item trade. And I'm not talking about item trading with players. I'm talking about item trading with the NPCs in the game. Some NPCs will allow you to trade materials for better materials that you actually need to upgrade your armor, to upgrade your weapons, especially the Ardian weapons. There's a forge in Oilwell Basin that you can use. I'm not sure if you have to complete all the quests in that area, or if you have to run through the whole story mode before you can use those. I really don't think you have to run through the whole story. I think you just have to complete the optional quests in those areas, and they'll let you start using, like, for example, in Wyveria, you got the melting pot where you can smelt things. I don't know, I rarely use that one, but make sure you're looking around. You see NPCs with a little icon above their head, talk to them, see what they have to offer you. Now we're halfway through. Number 5, I'm gonna say the training area, and not like you think. Obviously you get shown the training area in the very beginning of the game, but what I'm talking about is that certain weapons in the game, you get counters called offset moves. And these moves are really hard to practice because it's all about timing. So how are you going to practice it? Well, thankfully, the training area in the very beginning of the game, you can talk to the Palico in there, and he will turn on the machine will set up, you know, the way you want it. You change the settings for it. But then the training machine will start attacking. Like, the attacks aren't, you know, they're not groundbreaking by any means, but it will help you with your timing. Timing. If you're going to use a heavy weapon with offset moves, then you're going to want to train in the training area. That way you can actually land those offset moves when it really matters in the middle of a hunt. Now the fourth thing, number 4, we're counting down. I forgot we were counting down. Number 4 is how to use the map. You can immediately tell hunters that only use the map to just look around. They don't actually interact with the map. Now you can pull the map up and then hit square on the PlayStation. I don't know what it is on PC, but on the PlayStation, you hit square and then it'll pull up an environmental overview. Now this environmental overview will tell you which monsters are around, if they're tempered or not. It'll also tell you if someone would like to offer you a meal. Now, earlier I was talking about how to farm. Now, if you use your map correctly, you can farm using your map and setting up highlights. Now, you open the map and you have to move over to the filters. You move to the filters and the game will literally show you all of the little places that you can set waypoints to. And you can also highlight them on your map. So when you're walking past them and you look on your mini map, you can see the cyan blue highlights. Make sure you get comfortable with this because you're going to need it when it comes down to whether or not you need mushrooms in the Scarlet Forest or if you need ore in Oilwell Basin. Now, we're getting to the top 3. The third thing that I added here, it's not really in game, but it's basically how to find things that aren't on the map. And basically the main solution for that is Google. You type in Google, a Reddit post will pop up, people asking the same question that you're asking. Like, let's say you gotta catch a certain fish, or you gotta figure out how to create shock traps. Google's your friend, especially with this game. Even though it's brand new, there's so much content out there that'll help you with this game. I usually end up going to, I believe the website's called Fextra Life, but there are plenty other ones, like even like IGN. So make sure you're not afraid to Google certain things about the game that you might not know, especially if you don't have a friend that you can ask readily available. Now, number 2 is what I'm going to suggest everyone do before they even press new game. Go into the game settings. You have to go into these game settings, and I'm not going to tell you what to put. I'm just going to encourage you to read each setting line by line and pick what's appropriate for your game type. For example, for me, I don't like holding the button down for focus mode. Now, in the settings, there's a way you can switch that to toggle. So you just press it once, and then boom, you're in focus mode. If you ever find yourself out of focus mode, boom, just click it again. Now you're in it. You don't have to hold it. Now, there's other things you can change too, like the language of the voice actors. For example, where I played the story mode first time through on English with English subtitles, and now I'm playing with Japanese dub and English subtitles, and it's pretty fun. So there's just plenty of game settings in there, even down to the point to what kind of numbers do you want to see on screen when you're doing damage, or do you want to see the critical attacks of your teammate hunters. So many game settings. Hurry up and go in there. You'll be glad you did. Now the last one, I don't have a drum, but drum roll please. The last one's the wish list. And some people might say the wish list ain't nothing, but in my experience of using the wish list, I've been able, I've been able to get everything that I put on the wish list, but it feels like I get it faster. Plus, the other thing, putting items on your wish list that you really need, whether it's gear, whether it's weapons, whether it's talismans, the game puts a special icon above any monsters that drop what you need in your wish list. So you can just wish list like crazy, then go to your optional quests, and then only pick it. The icon looks like a little orange pin. So you can go through and get every single item you need, so you're not wasting time fighting monsters that don't even drop what you need. Now this was just a basic 10 things. You might have known about all of these things, especially if you've played different Monster Hunters in the past, but this is my first time, and this video is mainly for people where it's their first time as well. Now this is the end of the video, so go back to your game, look at all the 10 things that I talked about, and then become the star hunter that I know you can become. If this video helped you out a lot, or at all, make sure you hit like, share it to a friend that might be playing this game that might need a little bit of tips too. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to keep on doing Monster Hunter content as long as I can think of what to say when I press play. That's it for this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic week.